In the heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare she can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.
Hi, everyone. How are you doing today? This is Tracy Brown, and we are going to be talking about time. Time. Is there enough time? Is there enough time in the world? Do you have enough time? Let's figure that out. But the way to figure out if we have enough time ever is to play with the herb time. So, welcome one, welcome all, and thank you for participating in what I am now going to call Herbal Saturdays. So, we will be discussing an herb every single Saturday, and we will be developing our herbal repertoire for what? Magic. So let's get started in our herbal. Oh, I can't do it large. Darn it. Hmm. All right. I can't launch this. There's so much that needs to be corrected with creators who use certain platforms, but it's fine. We will make it work. What is this for? Oh, no. So The theme for today is time. In herbalism and in witchcraft, time is versatile, it's powerful. It is used for purification, psychic enhancement, courage, and protection. It is associated with the element of water and air. It also is an energetic cleanser and it enhances you emotionally. Time is restorative. Time is used for purification and cleansing. Some of the different ways that you could work with time is to burn it dried, loose, as if in incense to sweep away stagnant energy. You could burn it on a charcoal. Remember to respect fire at all cost. So burning it on a charcoal could be safe. You could also just put it on your stove, but remember we're talking about fire safety. So if you're not used to playing with fire, then practice with charcoal first. And in order to practice with charcoal, you must have a fire safe bowl and then put the fire safe bowl on a fire safe dish. And porcelain seems to work very well over glass. I would not choose glass to burn anything. Purification and cleansing is what time is good for. It also helps to consecrate sacred spaces, particularly for those of you that are more advanced. If you're performing a ritual, or like for tonight, I'm lighting candles for several people, and I've decided that thyme is the herb that is going to be most prominent in my repertoire of herbs tonight. It is best used working through your heart chakra. And this is a Sagittarius moon that it is important to say the things that you want to be. What do you want? What do you want to be? Not necessarily what you want to have. Because if you can create what you want to be, you will have all that you need. Time is about courage and strength. It has been burned for bravery. If you're having concern about a job interview or working around people that are bullies, or if you go to school around a bunch of bullies, just carry some loose time with you in your pocket or your purse. This helps to boost the confidence when you have it on you. If you want to increase your psychic development, time is connected to your third eye chakra. You can drink time, to incorporate the want for psychic growth, mediumship psychic growth, or you can place a sachet under your pillow to promote prophetic dreams, enhance all the clairs, particularly clairvoyance. But it's also good if you're having meditation sessions and you can hold some of the squig of the thyme in your left hand. It will enhance meditation. Thyme is also used for protection. If you want, you can always boil some water with thyme and keep water by the door. Or you could take thyme at a bushel, put a bow around it, and pin it to your door. Or get a wreath and weave thyme into your wreath. Nobody will be the wiser. Thyme wards off negative vibration, bad luck, and ill will. To increase your dreams, particularly if you want an answer to something, put thyme in a sachet, put thyme in a pillow, and you can combine dry thyme and lavender and chamomile and stick it in a pouch and put it under your pillow to ease rest and to ward off negativities and nightmares. For money spells, and many of my clients tonight are asking for some venture of money to come in so that they could create the things that they want out of life. In 2026, money matters. Just sprinkle some time into your wallet. Get a little tiny bowl from the dollar store and put some of the dry thyme in the little bowl at your workplace. This will attract financial luck and prosperity. I'm also a big fan of throwing thyme on my doormat or underneath my doormat. I'm also a fan of taking some quarters and you could put it under your doormat. You could put it in a potted plant that you have outside your door. You can also do it inside your door. There's ways of working your magic in and outside your door. And you could put the quarters on top of the quarters, put the thyme and put it in a particular plant where no one sees what you're doing. You could also do that inside, particularly if you have a workstation, a work office. Just put it in one of the plants, dig a little hole, put four quarters in. You can also put dollar bills. Spirit doesn't measure the amount of money. You would measure the money. So it doesn't matter to spirit if it's quarters or a $5 bill or a dollar bill. Putting more doesn't increase the magic four quarters increases particularly because grandma energy shows up in dimes and quarters. And you don't have to know your grandma to know that if you find a dime or quarter, that is your grandma ancestry energy, whether you know her or not. And just because you may not know, the grandma spirit knows you. So again, it comes to spiritual trust, getting back to the amount. You don't have to put $100 in your potted plant. You can just put four quarters, throw dry thyme on top of the quarters, and just cover it up. I'm a big fan of always whispering to the fairies. So if you do something like that for your office, in front of your door, it doesn't matter. Just send a message. Remember, time is air. Send a message of any kind. Remember not to beg. The spirits do not answer to begging. They understand when you're hurt. They understand when you're that you're fearful. This they've experienced. But you want to be able to put it in a way where you are calling in the energy. You are commanding the energy. You are letting them know, I need to work. I need this job. Go get what I need. And thank you. Because I trust. I trust what you're going to bring to me. Beautiful, huh? This is a way of tying time with any kind of bow. It doesn't really matter. I am a big fan of ribbons. I love ribbons. And you can place that at the base of your door in a bowl, very decorative, and let it dry out. You could put it above your door if you have enough space. I happen to have enough space where I live, but I have had places where I couldn't place anything because there wasn't enough space above the door. So sometimes you tie it in a bow and you take the string and you could tape it to the wall. Here's another version of tying it. That's a little tiny ribbon. For the sachets, you can add lavender, roses. Dried roses is fine. Real roses is even better. Here are some of the magical uses and properties of thyme. It is feminine, it is water, it is fire. The planet is Venus. The chakra is the heart. And what got me to start this today was one of my clients that I am doing a candle for tonight, for tomorrow, Sagittarius fire moon, but it is called a blue moon because it's the second moon in the month, second full moon in the month. That's why it's called a blue moon. It's associated with the heart. And she specifically asked me for two candles, one belonging to just her heart. And so when I went to bed, I asked Spirit for more help. I asked Spirit what herb would help with the heart care. And thyme was the answer. And ironically, I already had thyme in the house. I had already added it to a dish that I was making. So I thought, look at God. It's funny how God knows that someone's going to come to me for an answer and told me days before, pick up thyme for your stew. It says here it's associated with Aries and Pisces. I'm not confident of that. I would think that if it has anything to do with the planet Venus, it would have to be associated with Taurus and Libra. But I'm not the expert. And I have checked other places, and some other places says it's associated with Cancer. So, as far as the astrology of time, it's a little confusing, so I cannot confirm or deny which planet is useful. I can only suggest that if the planet is Venus, which is being repeated over and over again, I don't understand why we can't associate the astrology sign of Taurus, which is our money sign, and Libra, which is our love sign. In a magical use, time is used for strength, courage, wisdom, connecting to and trusting your inner voice, especially if you're a singer, you're going on an interview, you're public speaking, you're podcasting, you're YouTubing. Time attracts loyalty and friendship. Time is cleansing, purification, which is another form of cleansing, and your health. Yes. Time magic. You could burn time to clear stagnant or negative energy from your space. Very much the way you would burn sage. Sage is not the only herb to cleanse your space. This is a little different than sage, though. This is just stagnant energy, boredom, feelings of almost like giving up. So you have to shake that energy. By the way, when you burn, you always must open your windows. You can crack it or you can open it wide, but if we're going to get rid of stagnant energy, we have to move it out the house. You can add time to your bath for purification and emotional release, especially if you're dealing with some emotional problematic situations. Bathe in time. I would add Epsom salt, Himalayan salt, sea salt, especially those who are nowhere near an ocean and can't just go to the beach, which is the best way to cleanse anything. But as a bath, you can add multiple properties of salt. And I would boil the thyme and add it to my bath water. I wouldn't put a whole bushel of thyme just in my bath unless you like the aesthetics of it. It's totally not necessary because you have to clean your tub afterwards. So I would boil it, strain it, take the water and place it in my tub. And get in your tub when you feel comfortable with the heat. You can carry thyme in a sachet to bring and strengthen courage during hard moments. And you know what those moments are. I have a client right now that is trying to figure out what she's doing with her situation, and she can carry some time. And when she's feeling like concern, she can just hold the time in her hand and just allow that energy invade her thoughts so that negative thoughts can turn to positive thoughts. You can also use time in boundary setting spells to protect yourself and protect your energy. Now, remember, I do not like doing spells on others, but if you have a problematic situation, you know, i.e., a stalker, I don't know, you just have to do a little spell to protect yourself from your little stalker. And when you pray over earth, God's good earth, and you place it in front of your door, you say things now. You say things like, I am invisible to blah, 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 blah. And when you do that, and when you say it with your heart, you say it with your heat, and you believe it and you let it go. You let the universe handle the person, but you have to say it with some heat. You can place time under your pillow to have a more restful sleep or for your dreams. Me personally, I'm going to create a sachet and I'm going to put it underneath my pillow tonight. As of recently, my dreams are vivid and I never dream. People say everyone dreams. I don't have time to measure whether or not, scientifically I dream. It doesn't matter to me. I wake up with no memory. As of lately, my dreams have been vivid and wonky, and I'm kind of enjoying my dreams. So tonight, I'm going to put time under my pillow. But if I'm going to try any type of experiment, I don't leave it to the universe to invade my thoughts. I will say, show me what I need to know. Show me how good it can get. Show me what I could have in my career. Show me the money. And I'm going to let the universe talk. You can anoint your doors or your thresholds with thyme. It says with infused water, and that means you can put in a spray bottle, boil some thyme, put in a spray bottle, spray your door. You can get thyme oil. You can put the thyme oil in your palm, rub it, and then you could put the symbol that you're most attracted to. I am most attracted to the cross. So I would make the sign of the cross in front of my door and in the back of my door, or both, or one or the other. It doesn't make a difference to me. Here's an example of a sachet, or in magic, we call it mojo bags. We call them charm bags. All right. You can also create spiritual mojo bags, and I'll show you what I use, and add other herbs to it, and then boil it or put it straight in your bathtub. And then you can also burn as an incense to attract prosperity, not in the bag. I don't know what this is. Um, I got this from someone on Lemon 8, and I meant to give her credit for it, but now I can't do it right now, but I will definitely give credit. to any Google that I went to, or this Lemon 8 um, content creator. Thyme carries the power of courage, purification, and protection. In Hoodoo, it is known as a worker's herb, steady, strong, fearless in the face of any adversity. Folks used to say, keep time close, and fear won't find your door. It's a plant for faith in action, helping you to speak with conviction, move with courage, and stand firm in your calling. Time clears away any doubt and strengthens the spirit in you, so your prayers don't just rise, they reach. In traditional hoodoo uses, you burn time to banish fear and restore courage. Bathe in time to clear heavy energy and invite clarity. Carry a pinch of sachet for your strength during tough times. Anoint door frames or windows with thyme only, thyme oil for protection and for peace. Time teaches that strength doesn't have to shout, it moves quietly but firmly, grounding your faith and your footsteps. Here's an affirmation: my courage is calm, my faith is fierce. I walk without fear. I think that this is one of my more favorite uh, herbs, particularly for the fear. You will be surprised. Carry fear all day long. It is not fear that you should carry. It's not fair to carry fear. Now, I do want to let you know that there are all types of time. So don't judge the ones that I'm showing you. This is called French thyme, which is very, very easy to grow. This is called garden thyme, which is so hard to grow, but this is the one that you will find in your supermarkets. Then there's a mother of thyme, which is like a beautiful flower bed. And I want to tell you, many herbs have flowers attached to it. Use the flowers for the same purposes you would use the leaves. I am a big fan of herbs and their attached flowers. I separate the flower from the herb, but I use them all for the same purposes. All right? Take some time and put it in olive oil. Just let it sit there. You can always take a swig of that oil and add it to your bath water. Alrighty now, let's remove the camera from the off position and let me show you what I have here. So this is going above my door. How pretty is that? So pretty. All right. And I'm just going to let it dry. Just buyer beware, when time dries, the leaves will fall on the floor. Just sweep them up. Nothing's going to be that big of a deal. This is my sachet for tonight. I am going to use this But I also use this for tea bags. I use white because it's devoid of dyes. So if I were to make a tea bag, this is what it would like. I would close it, put it in the teapot. You've already strained your herbs. However, because I'm going to use it as my dream mojo bag tonight, I'm going to add lavender that I already have. I love the smell of lavender. Oh, lavender is my favorite herb. Don't wait till we do lavender and you see all the different types of lavender, but I don't know what I'm gonna do it. I'm just saying wait. All right. You can also add chamomile to your dream sachet. And I don't have chamomile, but I do have rose petals, dried rose petals. Oh, I keep all my stuff so nice and fresh. So this is what it's gonna look like. Mix it up. And I am gonna put this inside my pillow. Make sure to tie a knot so nothing comes out. That's the worst. Hold on. Trying to tie this knot. And voila. This sachet, you can also throw it in your purse. Put it in work. Get a little tiny bowl and just let it sit there. Have a beautiful rock like black tourmaline or something next to it, or rose quartz, or amethyst, or clear quartz. Nobody will know. Nobody will know it's magic, trust me. Unless you get that one girl that's like, I like what you put together there. She knows. And this is thyme in olive oil. Now, I'm just going to let this stay in here. This could survive in here for years, but I will be using it, and I will be using it tonight in my magic. With every candle magic, did I put anybody's name on this one? No. With every magic, I add herb. Today, the herb will be thyme. I will pray over the herb. For each person that has asked me to do a candle, I request in writing what they want, and I say it out loud for that person, holding the herb in my hand and using the amount of herb and putting it in here. And then with the little, I'm going to do it right now. With the little bit of this that I created, which is thyme oil. Uh oh. I'm going to, this is a syringe, but I use syringes for magic. I'm just going to drop a little oil in here. All right. We waste nothing. Nothing. Not a drop gets wasted in this life. Now, I am totally against dark magic, and I'm gonna tell you why. You get it all over you. All right? You get this stuff all over you. You do dark magic, I want to say good luck. Because it's not that your magic is not going to work. You just put that magic on you as well. You want to hire somebody to do dark magic? Good luck. Good luck to both you and the creator that would take money to do something on your behalf. If you have a family to take care of, if you have a job that you want, don't do magic on others. That would be a mistake. And we don't want mistakes like that, do we? We want good, positive energy. We want God to see that we deserve the best, more in life, creative joy, peace at work, friendships, love. Remember, this is Venus energy. Social media, love. So we want to do things the right way. All right? And that's it, guys. I hope these get better. I hope you like this for what it's worth. And I just really want to thank you all. And we'll see what herb next Saturday will bring. Thanks, guys. Bye. If you have any questions or comments, comment on the video. I will answer. And if anyone wants to have a reading with me and clear the air about anything, text me 213-458-7408. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any of these spiritual developing content. Bye, guys. Love you.
In the heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare she can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracy Brown lived the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody so pure and strong. In her presence we know we belong.